Hey guys, what is going on? I am just doing a little bit of maintenance today. Right here, we've got a card which prompted all this. Not a card, sorry, a case fan. This fan right here kind of stopped spinning. Let's see if we can get it. You can just see it. And then you can really tell there. It just like wobbles all over the place. The bearings toast in that thing. These are the fans, like when you push it, it's toast. So it was hardly pushing any air out at all. These ones are rock solid here. These are parallel miner fans. I actually replaced those already. The stock case fans in this case suck. This is a Spider Miner case. Love the case. Got this big old motherboard in here. 8 slots, put those right in there. I've got quite a few of these cases. I really like them. They use these old Bitmain 1600 watt power supplies. This is good for 240 or 120 volts, so they're real versatile. Except these case fans are absolutely terrible. You can see here, this is the one that it came with. It was that an LX fan. It says 1.5 amp, and I replaced it with this. Ooh, that's quite a bit more. 2.8 amp it says. So that's actually probably overkill on these. But they last a lot longer. These are parallel miner fans that I just had for a different application. So these things are dying like crazy. I've had to replace about 5 of them, maybe even up to like 8 of them by now. So they're all slowly turning into these parallel miner fans, which move a lot more air, a little bit louder, can't really tell that much, but they move a ton more air, and I guess they'll use more power as well, which isn't great, but they work. So doesn't work, works. I'll take something that works. So back to this case right here. This has 7 3060s and 1 3060 Ti. This is running on Ethereum for the moment, but this is also started out as a Raven rig. This ran a lot of Raven for me. Moved it back to Ethereum once the 100% unlock came out, and I think this is going to go back on Raven when it's done, which would be in less than a week. I think it's like 4 or 5 days. Could be Ergo, we'll see. But that's that rig right there. Doing a little maintenance. Right here we've got a rig of, I don't even know what this thing is. What is this guy right here? 3070 Ti Founders Edition. Okay, so 3070 Ti, 3060 Ti. I think this one's a 3060. This one is a 3080 Ti. Okay, 3080 Ti. And we got a 3080, and this thing I think is a 3060 Ti. So this particular rig here, 3080 is okay, but this one, 3080 Ti, 3070 Ti, run blisteringly hot out here. So this rig has actually been running Ergo for about a week now, maybe not quite a week, and I love it. It is so cool, these cards. They lost about 20 degrees on the memory temps. So this guy right here, 20 degrees less on the memory temp, and then the fan's back down to like 80% or so. I had it at 100 for a little while on Ethereum. It was just running hot. And this thing actually also has a 5800 XT or a 5900 XT CPU. I can't remember. It is currently spec mining Avian, I believe. It's done a little bit of Raptorium, and it is on Avian right now. Any of you guys CPU mining? Not sure what coins you're doing, but that is a total speculative play. This is my old water cooler actually from my main PC. I put a triple on my main PC. This is a 360 millimeter, and this is a 240 millimeter, so I just had it laying around, so I stuck it on there. That's that rig. This one right here is currently on Ethereum. These are AMD cards. These are 6700 XTs. They've all been like super undervolted. There's some videos on there. Kiwi Miner, he figured that out. You can get these to run about, I don't know, it was a 60 or 70 watts at the wall on Ethereum. And once Ethereum stops in a couple days, I'm probably going to throw these on Raven because they're just wildly efficient on Raven, and I'd like to get a couple more of those coins. So that's that one right there. This is also a Spider Miner case. As you can see, fans have all been replaced with those parallel miner fans. So this one's got 4 fans on it, and all 4 have been replaced. So that's a little AMD rig. Love to build more of those. Super awesome. Got the old Cannondale there. This thing is a beauty. Got the lefty suspension. You don't see too many of those around. Fun bike. Okay, back to mining. This is the only one still on right now for the moment. These are a bunch of old AMD RX 580s. So these bad boys are the original mining cards that I got. I've got 10 or 11, I can't even remember now. I've got 6 in another rig, plus 5 here. So I have 11 of these Sapphire Special Edition RX 580s. These bad boys have been running rock solid for 4 years now. They've all been BIOS modded, and they are running on Ethereum right now. And once Ethereum goes away, I don't know. I'll have to see what's the most efficient for those. Maybe Ergo? We'll see. They've been on Ethereum their whole life. And this right here is the world's worst RX. What is this one? 5700 XT. That's what that is. That's a 5700 XT Strix Gaming. I got that in a PC from some kid. I got his whole computer from him because I wanted the motherboard and the power supply and everything, and the graphics card. So I got the whole package on that. And that card is a hunk of junk. I've taken it apart, repadded it, new thermal paste and everything, and it still runs like a piece of crap. It was doing about 46 mega hash or something before I BIOS modded it. Got up to like 54, super unstable, and I've just been lowering and lowering and lowering it until it's at about 51.5 mega hash right now on Ethereum, and it runs stable. But it has been a terrible nightmare of a card, crashes all the time, takes the whole rig down. So I've just been lowering those clocks to make it stable. And it's working okay now, but I don't like that card. I don't know, I think it's just the Asus thing, man. Asus, I don't want to buy any of your cards anymore. You guys have been trash. 10 series Asus is awesome. Everything else I've ever had by you, garbage. Not going to get it anymore. And this particular rig also has this little water cooler here. I picked this thing up dirt cheap. It was on sale. I think I spent like $70 on it or something. So I figured, what the heck. And it has a AMD 5900X on it, and it is spec mining Avian right now as well. All of my CPUs which are mining, I've got 2 more in the house. I got a 5800X and another 5900X, and they're all on Avian. Just trying to stack as many of those as I can, just in case it goes somewhere. Might not, might stay at 0, might go somewhere, who knows, but it's worth a shot. This is just some wood frame that I built. It does the job. And then over here, we've got just an old motherboard that was giving me tons of grief. It's got that cooler on it. I think this is like a 3600X or something like that. I was CPU mining on it for a little bit and then just shut it off because it's not very efficient. It's an older, not very powerful piece or CPU. But this motherboard would just crash all the time. The rig would crash, it would go down, it would mine just fine for I don't know, a day, and then it would go down and you just couldn't get it back up. And this would happen repeatedly. So I just took the whole motherboard out, swapped in this old school motherboard here with an Intel on it, and it has been rock solid. As soon as I did that swap, no issues at all. This is, I don't know what frame this is. There's some more of those parallel miner fans. I had those on there because this thing's running super hot. So this rig has not been dusted out yet. If it's dusty, that is why. This is my old original full hash 30 series. So I've got, wow, I've got 2 3070s. I don't know which one this is. I think that's a 3070. So anyways, the rig has got 2 3070s, 2 2070 Supers, and 2 3080s, and these are all the original full hash cards. So this thing's just been on Ethereum forever. It is going to move over to Ergo when it's done because it's got the two 3080s which run hot, and I don't know, it's all right. This Asus Tough has been okay. Surprised these fans still work. I freaking hate these Asus cards. The fans go on them constantly. This MS, which one is it? This guy right here is a 3080 as well. It's been repadded. It had lots of issues, but it's running now. Nice and dusty. Look at this. Oof. Look at that. That's terrible. This is the last rig to be dusted anyways out here. So once this thing moves over to Ergo, I'm going to unplug all of these case fans and use them for when my server cases eventually die. And those will be replacements. This won't need the big heavy duty fans once it's on Ergo because that is just wildly cool. I love it. So that's what I got out here in the garage, and that's what I am doing right now. I don't know if some of you remember this closet. Wires are a mess right now because I've got everything unplugged, so I just threw it all up there. But the PDU I have here, I actually put it up. I used to have it all over the place, so PDU's up on the wall, router's up on the wall. This router actually works as an access point, so it connects onto my house Wi-Fi, and then I hardwire from here into the rigs. So those 4 rigs, got 4 rigs on it, and then this bad boy right here has a USB dongle on it, and it's running just wireless, so that's how that works. So back to this closet here. I used to run cards in this closet, and I've got those inline duct fans on the top blowing air out, and I had a filter on the bottom to keep it nice and clean in there. But this summer it was just too hot. Couldn't keep the cards in there. Way too hot. So what I'm going to do for now, leave them out like I have been, and then in the fall I'll probably throw some back in there, and it keeps the dust off of them amazingly well. It's pretty crazy. These filters here, they just get clogged full of dust. It's amazing. And I guess that'll keep my garage nice and clean as well, because the dust will be on the filter rather than in the air, and it keeps the cards nice and clean. That's what I got out here. It is slowly all being moved over to Ergo or Raven, are kind of the 2 coins I'm going to be mining right now after the merge. See, there's a couple other ones people are running, but I've been doing mostly Raven, and then now with the heat of it still being pretty hot, running some Ergo as well. So I hope you found it interesting. Not a lot of changes to the farm right now, mostly just some optimizations and some, general tune-ups on the cards. So this thing's getting changed out right now, and then everything should be back up and running. Hope you enjoyed it. Take it easy, guys. See you next time.